Hi guys, Martin the Vlogger here from MartinTheVlogger.com/shop, and today episode 7. I swear or I promise it's gonna be the last episode. How we rebuild this amazing Can-Am Spyder F3 Limited special series for our tour and rental agency, toursontree.com. And maybe you remember in episode 6 we have finished when the bike was like this, and we've been doing the installation of the rear shock. I have a separate installation video for you in case somebody wants to do the installation of the rear shock on F3 Limited. So really like in garage conditions. And here, have a look. Maybe you haven't seen this, but we have a hydraulic, it's there, hydraulic preload for our rear shock. So it's wheelbase, and you can stiffer or softer your ride at any moment, which is a beautiful thing. By the way, in today's episode, what you will see belt tensioner, because it's open and we will do it, and you will see why. We will do pedal box, and I'll tell you why, and why we do have it on every single bike in our tour and rental agency. And what else we will do? Oh, the Slayer lights, because this is a great bike, and we will do something extra to it. So you will see this, and as a bonus there will be one guest. She has a YouTube channel, but there will be one guest actually riding this bike for the very first time. Not her, but from all of my guests, this is the very first time that the bike is going for a tour. We are going to Grossglockner. She will be riding it, and we will finish with her comments. I'm very curious what she's gonna say about this bike, because this bike is not a stock bike, you know that. We have put 5,000 or 6,000 euros, as we always do with our bikes in tour and rental agency. We have put an extra light in here, custom wrap. We have done longer shocks and front. We have done sway bar. We did mirror locks. We have foam grips, top cuff and phone holder. From there you can see a bottle holder. Oh geez, what else we have? We're gonna have pedal box, we're gonna have a belt tensioner, we have armrests, we have backrest, we have changed the top case rack, we did the rear shock, we have flags, and we have lights. Pretty many things we have done in those past episodes. So now, enough of this bullshit. Let's get started. So, proper aluminium belt tensioner with a bigger roller. What to know, why I do put belt tensioners on all of my bikes in my tour and rental agency. It's money, right? We can all agree, and I still do it. And why I actually remove belt tensioners from RT20 Plus models, especially the C2 Sky. RT20 model C2 Sky, they do have OEM belt tensioner, and not everything OEM is bad. Of course it's not, but those belt tensioners are plastic. And I don't want to risk anything. They have tendency to break. I have had many cases, many photos from my customers saying that there is a lot of heat. Water is not helping, it's plastic, so over the time it breaks. When it breaks, it can destroy your belt, leaving you on the side of the road in the middle of the nowhere. It then doesn't have to cut the belt, but it can destroy the plastics around. So it's not good. So RT20 Plus C2 Sky, I believe, are the only models at the moment that the BRP is throwing in, the belt tensioners. They are not putting in on F3s, F3S, Special Series, none. Only RT20 C2 Sky, and sometimes there was a limited, so check yours. So I'm always changing them. why I'm actually using belt tensioners. There are two reasons. One, you can feel the vibration, especially on F3s and F3 Limited. When you're going around 60 miles an hour, 100 kilometers an hour, you can feel the vibration. The bike is vibrating. I mean, tell it to a Harley guy who is shaking all the time. But with these bikes, it's just there in this 20 kilometer range, 10 miles range. And it's quite annoying. So we are removing this. But the main, like why it is happening, it's because your belt, it's bouncing like this, like crazy. Like that's the vibration. And that's not good for your belt. Do you know how much, we sell belts, the OEM ones. Do you know how much belt costs? Around 400 euros. Plus tax, plus labor. Quite expensive. And those belts can last 50,000 kilometers. Quite okay. Depends on your driving or riding style. With the belt tensioners, then they can last that much. So that's the reason why I'm using it, because we are protecting the belt. We are protecting the quite expensive thing. Removing vibration, it's a nice thing, but it's bonus. That's not the main purpose why I do it in the tour and rental agency. So, and the last comment is, don't forget about the roller. Many people even don't know that you have a belt tensioner. Many people don't know that they have belt tensioners on their bikes. So just check from the rear wheel in case you have RT20 Plus. It's harder to spot, but just check, go there with your hand. You need to change the roller. The stock OEM roller can cope up with 20,000 kilometers, which is what, like 12,000 miles, maybe 25,000 kilometers. So let's say 13, 14, 15,000 miles, not much more. These aftermarket ones, they can last a little bit longer, like 5, 6, 7,000 kilometers longer, but everything depends on your riding style. So check on that. I always check when I change the oil, what is the status, what is the quality of the roller itself. Good, I think that's plenty about the belt tensioners. Of course, you can find them on MartinTheVlogger.com/shop. And now, let's do another upgrade. PedalBox, I will tell you what it is, but it's very important that you do a perfect tuning correct way. So -3 all the way up to +3, and confirm. If you miss something of this, any step, then it's wrong. Now it's perfectly tuned. PedalBox, or in this case, PedalBox Pro. What it does, what it doesn't, what are the stupid comments? I don't know if you have watched episode number 6 where I have talked about sway bars and people never trying and riding with the good aftermarket sway bar and then commenting that it won't help. Same thing with the PedalBox, because they tell you, oh, PedalBox is actually throttle response unit, and they tell you, you twist the throttle a little bit faster, you go faster, you don't need the PedalBox to do it for you. You want to hear it? Bullshit. This unit will work on all Spyders and, okay, Rikers, but Spyders from 2012 onwards. So no Spyders before 2012. Why? Because in 2012, BRP decided to stop using cable throttle. So before that, you hit the throttle, there was a cable, and how hard you hit the throttle, how fast you hit the throttle, that much power you have received from your bike. Beautiful. Ever since then, of course, electronic throttle came to the game. And basically what they did is, maybe we don't have to give them all the available power. In this case, I think it's around 56% only when you hit the throttle from the beginning. Only 56% of the available power goes through the throttle, electronic throttle, as an impulse to the engine. Only 56%. Zoom. okay? Actually, the question is here, how do you think that eco regime or eco mode works? They just put your throttle into sleep. Okay, they show you upshift earlier, whatever, but they put your sensitivity of your throttle to sleep. Then basically, when you hit the throttle, it doesn't accelerate that fast, so therefore you don't burn that much fuel. That's it, no rocket science. So what PedalBox Pro does, and by the way, this Pro version, you can put it into your pocket, you can have it in the front, rear trunk, doesn't have to be on the rein, never breaks as the other unit. This is PedalBox, not the other unit, okay? And you activate it, and then when you're done, you just throw it somewhere, so it doesn't have to be on the rein. And what it does, it basically tricks the nanny, tricks the throttle. It has several regimes. In this case, it has Eco, which sleeps the throttle even more, so you save even more fuel. Then it has Normal or CT, Sport and Sport Plus. And every mode has -3 and +3 options, so it's like what? Like another 18 different setups, so 6 in each category, or 24, I'm sorry, because we have 4 categories. And the most aggressive mode, Sport Plus, +3, so the most aggressive mode, your throttle will react. Do you remember 56% before? It will react, it will be as your cable throttle back in 2012 and before, on 94.99%. That's the magical number. So you hit it now, you hit it fast, you hit it hard, 56%. With this thing, you hit it normally as before, 94.99. Long story short, yes, you will accelerate faster. A long story short, no. This is not a chip tuning, because everything is already recorded in your bike. The curve is there. It's just the throttle is never sending that much signal to the bike. MartinTheVlogger, the brand that is making these, it's called DTE. It's a German brand. They are not far from here. Me and my partner, actually the partner, has discovered this, has programmed all of the pedal boxes, the logic in the whole world. But ours are still different. MartinTheVlogger is using the different logic. Our pedal boxes are different than the ones you can buy in America and somewhere else. Why? Because we keep few secrets for ourselves. Don't forget, it was my partner who has created this monster called PedalBox, and every single one of them that is being used around the world is using similar logic to his, but it's never our logic. Last comment on this is honest answer. Sometimes I do receive a question, does it actually harm the engine? Will it destroy the engine? What about the warranty? Warranty, it's a little bit different topic. Here in Slovakia, Czech Republic, Germany, most of America, never heard about dealer having trouble with it. Plus, if you are really sensitive, you can remove it at any moment, and it doesn't show in the system that the pedal box was connected, because it doesn't rewrite anything, so nobody can really, I mean, like if they will dig super deep, they might find it, but they will not. And in terms of where, yes and no. General answer is no, because you are just using the power that was always recorded in the brain of the bike. Plus, Rotax engine is a very good engine, and the transmission, the semi-electric transmission, it's great. So, in general, no. But honest answer is yes. Why? Because you are accelerating faster. I mean, if you are going faster than you would before, obviously there is tires that they are wearing faster, belt that is wearing faster, but there are such a low things that in the long run you will not notice. I love this upgrade. It calls keyless fuel cap. We have it on, of course, MartinTheVlogger.com/shop. And why I do like it, it's first of all, it fits the design. Design is everything. Then I like the fact that you do not have to use all the time the key when you are refueling. Plenty of times it has something to do with our tours. It's more of us that refills at the same time. I'm helping to refuel all the time. So you just, have it always on. I know, but plenty of people do forget to keep the handbrake off. It doesn't beep when you push the bike. You know how it is. So it's much easier. Last not least, the stock fuel caps, especially on the elder F3s, they like to get stuck. Then it breaks also there are many cases, it happens to me several times, that this plastic gets broken or it has a line that breaks. So this one, I love the upgrade. It's such a good thing. And I know there is only one comment that I have ever heard that is negative about this fuel cap. And I'm always like, consider it. Somebody told me like, okay, what if somebody will come and steal it? And what if somebody will put anything into my fuel tank? I mean, yeah, people can steal your rims, people can flat your tires, stupid people can do many bad things, but with this one, I never ever had an issue. On to the next one. It's over. Ani, it's finished. Yeah. It's almost like there will be some really personal items that I would put if the bike is really only for me, but I'm extremely happy. A lot of money, a lot of work, but what's the reward? It's actually what guests thinks and how they enjoy the ride. Today we went with Polly to a place and we said like, man, that Wilbur shock, I made my decision that after the season, every single bike in our tour and rental agency, because now only F3S, couple of RTs, and one F3 Limited has the Wilbur shocks at the back, all of the bikes will get them because it's absolutely unbelievable. Now, we will just throw the inner backs, the liners, into the bike, and bike is ready. We are using, for the side cases, we are using the BRP ones. For the top case and fronts, we are using the Hopno. Just better price, good quality. So, and we will let Purple on 3, because she's the very first guest riding this bike, and she's going to the almighty Grossglockner. So if I will not forget, let me ask her how she enjoyed or not this bike. So we have just finished the tour. Jody, Purple on 3, will be the very first, or she was the very first guest riding Ani. And I have promised you that she will tell you what she thinks. So how was the bike?
I loved Ani. I was afraid of her at first because of her wrap, but she is wonderful.
Is it like yours almost?
Yeah,
like what you have at home?
same model, 2023 F3 Limited Special Edition, and everything just felt like my bike. I mean, it was great, and I felt totally comfortable on her, secure, safe. She's fast, she's wonderful. Thank you.
And in case you would like to see episodes from Grossglockner, what Purple did, visit her YouTube channel, Purple on 3, because she was recording a lot of videos. I'm pretty sure you will find some cool episodes there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Martin. See ya.
Yeah.